Hey there, hunters. Welcome back for episode 3 of Hunter's Notes. In this episode, we will be going back into the ancient forest for another hunt from a returning monster for Monster Hunter Rise, the Pukei-Pukei, one of the starter monsters in the Monster Hunter World franchise.
Well, you were right.
And there's today's target, Pukei-Pukei, starter monster from Monster Hunter World, the first kind of real wyvern that we see in the game the way we think of them. It's a bird wyvern monster, but this one has wings, where our previous hunt did not. Pukei-Pukei does resemble a chameleon of sorts, if you do reference his tongue and eyes, which are his kind of signature features. So he has a limited color shifting. You can see that evident on his face area during the hunt, and his eyes are similar to a frog more than a chameleon, to be fair. Now, something else that's interesting about the Pukei-Pukei, and another signature of him, is that he is covered in feathers in choice spots. So he has a mane of green color shifting feathers, and he also has some feathers in various places elsewhere on the body, which kind of add a nice vibe to it, aesthetically anyways. Reading the in-game hunter's notes, we have the game telling us Pukei-Pukei is a bird wyvern known to possess poisonous toxin in its body. It's been spotted storing scatter nuts in its mouth or tail, and coating them with poison, and spitting them out at threats. So let's start there. So it spits out poison scatter nuts, basically. They're coated in poison, as globs of poison goo, which will kind of scatter with splash on impact, causing poison to whatever's in the blast, you or your palico or your buddies. Another thing it will do is it will spit poison gas when it doesn't have scatter nuts in its mouth to spit out at you as a projectile. So this guy's all about poison. So one thing you can do, because it does use its tail to aid with gathering these nuts and spitting the poison at you, you can cut the tail off. So monsters in this game, this franchise, have destroyable parts and severable parts. Now that does just make the hunt a little easier once you do so. Alright, so moving on, let's go on to some of his other special attacks that you do need to watch out for when you're fighting him. He does have an extendable tongue, like a chameleon, except it's a lot thicker and he can use it like a whip. Another attack he'll do, he will rear up on his hind legs, and he will run at you with his stomach sticking out. The last attack that you need to watch out for is, it's similar to the rearing up on the hind legs, but what he'll do is he'll actually flap his wings, get a little bit off the ground, and he'll do the same type of movement as the thrusting of the belly, but he will be flapping his wings while he does it and kicking his legs out. But these are things that you do need to watch out for. He will do these things. So I don't know if I overstated this earlier, but I really don't like Pukei-Pukei. This mission is going to be a little bit different from the previous Hunter's Notes. I don't intend to catch this Pukei-Pukei. This is an extermination hunt. So to wrap up this video, most important notes for Pukei-Pukei. You do need to bring antidotes. Bring as many things as you can to heal poison, so please make sure you stock up before you leave the village. That's my veteran hunter's advice to everybody for any mission, really. Make sure you stock your inventory. Make an inventory loader if you have to. I may make videos on that later depending on what Monster Hunter Rise does to innovate these systems. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that I will see you again for the next episode of Hunter's Notes. Veteran hunters, thanks for watching, and new hunters, good luck out there. Don't forget your antidotes. Have a great hunt.